Hello everyone, this is jGazMom, and I'm going to review for you my new completionist challenge run. If you haven't seen the previous one or any description of it, this will explain it, and this will explain why I'm redoing it and what happened the previous times. And on the screen, hopefully, I will be having my character creation in the background. Right now, I'm just recording the audio. Well, anyways, let's get started. Now, what happened with my previous playthrough? Well, the first time, there were several problems. One being that at least one of my quests totally glitched. So where I couldn't complete the quest, I couldn't get the reward items or the magazine associated with it. And that was really frustrating. And then the most important thing was that because I had decided that I was going to build specific things in all the settlements, that combined with storing all the items I had to collect in the open world made it so that every time I entered the open world, there was a huge amount of lag and many game crashes. And it just became way too frustrating and almost impossible to play. So I had to stop that playthrough without even finishing. Okay, the second playthrough, which I only recorded a small portion of and played a small portion on Twitch, I did finish it mostly, but I had problems where I had decided to save pickpocketing certain specific items till later because of the companion that I had with me would dislike it, and I wanted to get their affinity up. Well, later on I would go back and that NPC had disappeared completely. So I wasn't able to get those items, and those were like special. I think one was a special weapon. I forget what the others were. There were also notes and holotapes that I was unable to go back and get. And other times there were at least one time I remember where, because I had a specific companion with me and I wanted their affinity, I made specific dialogue choices so I wouldn't upset them, but by doing that I missed quest rewards. And that was a big mistake. I didn't realize that till way later in the game. So I couldn't go back and redo it. And then I had no unique vendors this time, and I realized why later on, and that's because of the Automatron DLC. See, the unique vendors that wander around randomly are often replaced by the Automatron villains once you start the Automatron quests. So I had almost no chance of those vendors spawning. This time I will be trying to get them before Automatron, but if, I want to try and get at least one. If I can get one, I will be happy. If I can get all of them, that'd be great, but I doubt that'll happen. But we'll see. We will see. Now, both times I tried this challenge, I missed multiple notes and holotapes because I saved those items for later and was unable to get them.
I have the best hairdresser.
Okay, now what will I be doing? Okay, this is a good summary if you have no idea what this challenge is about. I'm going to be doing all of the quests. This includes the main quests, side quests, unmarked quests, miscellaneous quests, and also Creation Club content quests. I will be getting all of the settlements. I want each of the settlements to have one of each workbench. Thank you. My son just brought me food. One of each workbench. So, like the armor
I like that.
modification bench, a weapon modification bench, something to cook with, that sort of thing. Each settlement will have a supply line, so they're all connected. They will have some measure of lights. Not every little building has to have lights. That would be make things too laggy, but at least a few lights set up so it's not dark. At least 80% happiness in any settlement that has people in it. At least 100 security and artillery in every one that I can build it at. I know there are some where you can't build them. And at least one pet in each settlement. So a dog or a cat, or if I want to use, I think the contraptions and capture something such as a mud crab or something, then that's it. I will be getting every companion. I will be getting all of their quests completed, their affinity obtained, and if they're romanceable, to make sure they are fully romanced. I'm going to try to send most of them to their own special settlements where I will assign them. But, I will probably have like a few at Sanctuary, like Codsworth and Dogmeat. I usually keep them both there. Like I said earlier, I'm going to get as many special merchants as possible. My goal is to get at least one of the random ones, along with the normal ones that are easier to get in the game. I'm going to get all of the following: every specific item of clothing, every piece of leather armor with and without mods, every raider armor with and without mods, every metal armor with and without mods, combat armor, synth armor, and with and without mods, both of those. I will be getting every unique armor piece. Those are usually from vendors and quest rewards. I will be getting every piece of super mutant armor, every miscellaneous armor piece, and legendary armor mods. I want to get at least one item with each of those mods. So if I have an item that has bleeding on it, I want that. I will put that in a special chest for legendary mods, legendary armor mods, or legendary weapon mods in another, and I won't need to get another legendary with that mod on it again. I'm gonna try and collect them all. And if I get another one, then that'll just go in a side chest as extra. Maybe let colonists use them. We'll see. I want to get every kind of power armor, and I want to get all of the mods, including all of the Creation Club ones that I own. I'm going to get every type of weapon, every ballistic weapon mod, every melee weapon mod, every energy weapon mod, every junk jet mod, and all of the legendary weapon mods. I'm going to get at least one of every kind of ammo, one of every kind of chem, one of every food item, every drink item, every junk item, every miscellaneous category items. I'm going to try for the following 3 things. I'm going to try to get as much as I can, but if I don't get them, I'm not going to beat myself up about it. And those are notes, keys, and holotapes. They're very hard to find and track and make sure you get them all. So I'm going to try to get them all, but if I can't get them all by the end, and that's the only mistake I've made, then I will not redo this run. Okay, I'm also going to try to get all of the magazines, including the ones for Creation Club content. I'm going to get all of the bobbleheads, but I'm not including the decorative ones from Creation Club. I'm getting all the locations that you can find on the map. So this does not include, like, I know there's like a bakery or something that you can find, and it's not on the map, but you can come across it and the door is named. But I'm not including those. These are only ones that are named on the map. I'm going to be getting all the building all the contraption builders, so these are the things that will like make armor, make ammo. These are not the things like sorters or conveyor belts, things like that. And I'm getting all of the automatron parts and mods that I can. And I will be getting all of the player homes. This would include home plate and as well as certain homes you can get in Creation Club. Mainly be using these to store specific items I'm collecting, to keep those out of the main world so that will reduce lag. Okay, I am also going to get my character to at least level 100. I'm going to get all of the special stats maxed, so strength has to get to 10, perception to 10, etc. And I will be getting all of the, quote, peaceful endings. This means that in the end I'm siding with the Minutemen, but doing it in such a way as to not get the Brotherhood upset or Railroad, like that. Doing it this way will ensure that I get as many of the quests and the items as possible. And that's the main reason for doing that. What am I not doing in this challenge? I am not crafting everything that is constructible. There's just no way. That would, for one thing, it would clutter up the world way too much, make it laggy, and it would be even harder to keep track of. I'm just not going to stress myself out like that. I am not going to be using or wearing every weapon or piece of clothing or anything like that. I'm not role-playing this playthrough. I'm not collecting like a million caps or doing anything like that. I am not guaranteeing that every episode that I record will have commentary, though I'm going to try. I am not guaranteeing that I will be able to upload this regularly, though I will try. I will not be doing, I'm trying not to do hour-long episodes because I know they're really hard to watch. So I'm going to try to, even if I record an hour, I'm going to try to break it down to every half hour or so. I'm not going to be playing in survival. Mostly probably going to play in very easy or normal or whatever the easiest settings are, just because I want it to be as stress-free as possible. There are a few items you can only craft in survival, so I'm either going to skip them or just go in and out of survival just long enough to craft them. I haven't decided that yet. I am not going to listen to all the holotapes or read aloud the terminals. If you want to hear them or read them, you can find the text for all of them online, or you could play the game yourself. I'm not planning through all of my perks. I know from repeated use the initial ones that I want right away, and after that I'm just going to relax and play it as stress-free as possible. If I make mistakes, well, I'll learn from them.
So handsome.
I am not going to be backing up my recordings, so if something happens, an upload goes bad, and I have already deleted that file, that'll just be too late. If hard drive crashes and I lose data, as long as I have my spreadsheet up to date and have it saved, I'm not going to re-record those episodes. Okay, what else? I am not going to use mods. I know that it would be okay normally for me to play on survival with a mod that makes it so you could save whenever you want, but I really want this to be mostly a casual playthrough, so I'm not stressed about it. Last time, even when I wasn't recording it, I got myself all stressed out. I don't want to do that this time. I will not be playing this on PC or PS4. My PC, my processor can't handle it. And PS4, right now, my son has it. It is both his and mine. We jointly paid for it, so I don't want to play on there while knowing that he's going to want to take it for whenever he wants. And the Xbox is set here, so it's always available. So that's the most reliable for me right now. So even though I've had glitches on Xbox before, we will continue with Xbox. I also am not going to get upset if there are no views on my videos, if no one likes them, if no one comments. This is because I'm mainly doing this for myself. I really want to get this done without me making big mistakes. And I am putting it on YouTube because I want to have a record of it for the future. Either for myself or for anybody else who might want to come along and see if anybody did this. So that's why. That's mostly it, except I just want to say that I will be doing little things that aren't part of the main challenge. Like I'll be putting my companions in special outfits, or giving settlers in a specific settlement a certain uniform or special weapons. And that's just for me to make it more fun for me. Even though it might take extra episodes to do this little thing, I find that fun, and I think doing that and keeping on doing that from my previous playthroughs will help make it as stress-free as possible. Now, I think I've covered everything. I don't know if I will be streaming any of this on Twitch or not. Mostly it will be YouTube. And if I do put it on Twitch, if anything significant happens, I will try to export it to YouTube. If it's mostly little things like pickpocketing over and over and over or something like that, then I probably won't upload it to YouTube. So anyway, I think I've covered everything. If you have questions, feel free to post it in comments. I am not sure how far along the creation of my character is. I may or may not have it so you see the finalization of the character on this episode. We'll have to wait and see. Anyways, this is jGazMom, and next episode, which I realize I haven't come up with a new title for this series, which I want to do. It will be the first episode next.
Sounds pretty nice.
I'm mainly changing the title from the True Completionist Challenge because there is someone on YouTube and Twitch who calls themselves the completionist, and I don't want to get confused with them. So I'm going to try to come up with a new name for this challenge, at least for this person. I'm not going to go back and change my previous run through. Um, but, anyways, that's it. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next episode. Bye.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
Did I mention how much I love your new hairstyle?
That looks nice.
Sweetie, you look as beautiful as the day we met.
I still got it.